Yo, all right, we lit. So, I apologize. I've been slacking lately. I haven't made one of these in, I don't know, it might be a couple weeks. I was trying to do this every week, and yeah, I effed up. But I'm back now. So, um, I don't really have a reason for not posting. I was just being lazy. I've been having a lazy couple weeks. Um, and I kind of put my focuses onto some other things, and I had a rough couple weeks. It's insane, really. I had a rough couple of weeks for pretty much no reason. Um, which is kind of what I want to talk about in today's video, in today's Yap session. Um, as anybody who follows this mini series I have going on is I'm very big on perspective. And um sometimes I can sometimes my perspective is lacking despite knowing how important it is to have a positive perspective is knowing that can only do so much for you. It's you who has to enact that, and you have to practice that every day because, one the day of having a negative perspective on your life and the things you have going on in your life can change everything for the worse. Uh, for example, um, I have a job. Thank God for that, the blessing to have a job and be able to pay for everything I need and, not have to worry. But I'm not a huge fan of that job. And sometimes, you know, one small thing can happen at work and it just F's up my whole week because I already don't really like it there. So when, there's something that adds to me not liking it, you get what I'm getting at. So I got to the point where I'm going to work for a few days and every day I'm just like, ugh, gotta go to work. Ugh. And then I'm at work and I'm just doing my job and I'm like, I can't believe I have to do this. This is so dumb. When in reality, it's not. Like, this is the job that I tried so hard to get. This is the job that I was excited for, that I went to all these interviews and, studied the company, the job itself in order to get this job. I tried very hard to get this job. And I was about to let, a bad week or two make me throw that all away just because I was mad. And, the thing about life and jobs and school and sports and really anything in life is there is a way to talk about anything and make it seem like the worst thing ever. But at the same time, there's a way to talk about anything and make it seem like the best thing ever. You know, I could talk about, I like cheesecake. I could talk about cheesecake, and to somebody who's never had it before, I can make it sound like the worst food ever. Oh, it's got this slimy, disgusting texture. It's cold and it feels weird when it's going down your throat. Pause. You could talk about stuff, but at the same time, I could be like, oh, it's got this delightful uh texture. I mean, I could, you get what I'm getting at. I could talk about it in a good way, I could talk about it in a bad way to either make it sound good or bad. And you can do that about anything. Now, it's difficult to just be positive all the time. It's not, I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's people out here who can do it, so it's possible. For me, not so much, even right there, being negative, selling myself short, saying that I can't be a person who's positive all the time. But yeah, uh, the way you talk about things and the way you think about things is so important to everything in your life. Um, you don't want to be out here just talking bad about everything that's going on in your life, where you're gonna hate it, you're gonna be miserable, and nothing is ever gonna be good enough for you. If you think that way, if you think negatively all the time, even when you do finally achieve what it is that you want or get whatever it is that you want, you're gonna get it and then you're gonna be like, oh, well, that was even that cool. That was stupid. That was dumb. It's a horrible way to live. I'm a former pessimist myself, and I don't recommend it to anybody. I recommend being positive. I recommend praising yourself, praising, whatever it is, as long as you are doing something positive. If you're being n- not a good person and doing bad things, and you probably shouldn't be praising yourself. But even then, you still shouldn't be beating yourself up. Um, you should be empowering yourself to do something better. So, I- I'm at 5.5 minutes right now. I don't want this to be too long. So before I go, um, let's just say, yeah, talk nicely to yourself. Think good thoughts, and if you ever notice yourself, not doing that, um, take note of it. Be aware, and uh, I don't know, replace that bad thought. So let's say you're thinking, "Oh, I'm so dumb." Notice that, take note of it, and then tell yourself, "No, I'm not dumb. I'm smart. I'm amazing." Place that with positive things and positive speech for yourself. Um, I mean, just a small change in perspective for me has changed. Just a small change in how I speak to myself about my life as it stands right now has changed my perspective entirely. Like I'm so much happier, and it was overnight, you know? So maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I'm just weird, but I think it would work for everybody. So if you're struggling with perspective and how you thinking negatively about your life, try and just trick yourself. I mean, your brain is actually really easy to trick, but I don't want to get into that because I could talk about that for hours. So, as usual, shout out God and my mama. Um, Anybody watching this, thank you very much for tuning in and leaving a like and subscribing because I know everybody who sees this is going to do that because that's what everybody does when they watch YouTube videos, right? Um, Anyway, yeah, appreciate you for watching. I hope that you continue to watch, and I hope that your life is going amazing and you are happy. All right, I'm out of here.